Well, I hope you guys have a happy holidays, aka a happy new year to you all, as the last celebration of the 2010th of this last decade to a new one, to the celebration of 2020. And now we're gonna to celebrate what has been my what has changed my life since then, but also my collection, which for the most part marks, which I've displayed and customized, even my own mock, which I'm showing right here. My collection of the G2 Bionicle, which the story, which is kind of mediocre and kind of, well, wasted potential, but the sets itself are pretty amazing, at least for the Toa. The villains, or means at least the first year of the G2's villains are, well, not bad, but not great and perfect. But hey, at least G2 gave us Urak the Hunter and Urak the Destroyer. And I built up my Rodaka, collected some Funko FNAF, some McFarlane, and collected a whole collection of slicers. And of course, the posters for both GMK and Shin, which are the old NECA Godzilla figures with from that really really pathetic plastic packaging, which I'm happily to say that those days are now over and boxes are now the superior than these ones, at least when it comes to NECA. And then we have my the posters I collected. That one is from the S.H. Figures fans when I ordered it. I actually got this one. Pretty funny. I like it. Nothing wrong. Then some, well, let's say Big Bad Toy Store promotions, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic Park, which I actually finally got, and then the disappointing The Predators poster. The hunt has evolved, and I would say, well, it's a downgrade, to be fair. And then some amiibo, actually not amiibo, I mean Ami posters, when I ordered both 2019 and Kiryu. Pretty nice. Something I'm really happy about is, of course, this mock. It may have missing the horn, but with it, this is kind of a low-key based greedy Hortica named, well, Terikama. And of course, it's literally a combination of Pterodax and Wakama. For this character, what I actually based on is literally the evil essence of, at least in my story of this guy, is that he is literally an evil essence that's been that was once been like a curse from Wakama when he was in Hortica form, but then literally disappeared in the third act. But that essence just went to another dimension and formed itself by Clovertron, which is also one character which is also as my own mock, and literally gave him, well, the sin of greed, you know, for stealing, collecting itself, and he's literally like, well, pretty much like any other anime characters like Barn and Greed from Full Metal Alchemist, but this one is more like a Horika with a Predator side cannon, but also added with blades. And this one is kind of, in my opinion, what do you think? Is this a little bit better than the sets we got from 2005 by Uncle. Comment down below. As you can see here, we got also the collection of every single NECA Predator I got, which one of them I actually reviewed. The Scarface Predator, the Protomorph, and then I actually added two new ones, which is the Jungle Hunter and City Hunter. Yes, it was the Jungle Hunter. What am I saying? You know, sometimes I get confused with the Jungle Hunter and the one from 2010. Which is also the mark of the beginning of my love of Predators. A Predator franchise. Yes, I also got the game, which I actually like. And then we got to the NECA section with my, well, I think it's a downgrade version of the NECA GMK Godzilla, because I feel like this one should have been a little bit more shiny on the top end. Considering this one had 3 segments than 4. Yeah. I think I got a quality control issue, the GMK. Thankfully, there's gonna be another one with the package and maybe a little bit better. And then we got the Shin Godzilla Atomic Blast, which I also custom made because it was kind of, I wouldn't say bad, it was, but I just didn't like how it looked. And no, I didn't like how also the beams are just white, so I painted them a little bit purple. But the white is still there. Yes, a little bit fainted. Then I also got the poster version of Godzilla 1956. 1956. Wow, my voice is soon gone. Oh boy. Well, as you can see, if you just angle it like so, yeah, it isn't that bad. It actually looks good, except the minor issue, there's no logo here. We all been scammed. But then we also have the little bit perfect Godzilla, Showa Godzilla, which is the, at least so far. I mean, there's also 64, but I don't get it. I don't have it yet because Sweden is kind of a little bit slow, and we don't have NECA stuff that fast. And American stuff, the Americans do actually. Kind of a little bit mad, but I don't care. But yes, if you want to check this out, well, I'm gonna put it right here. So that was the NECA Godzillas. That is literally just random from Showa to Millennium. Yes, even this one. Now we come to the NECA King of the Monsters. Yes, sure, this one is also King of the Monsters, but this is a poster version of 1956 film, which I actually fan of the posters and not the film. You know, the film is just a missed opportunity and also a kind of misses the point of the original meaning, the uncut version's meaning. So yeah, you won't find the allegory or the message in that film. Is just completely 60% cut and just 40% left with some added, well, unnecessary American bullcrap. But King of the Monsters, some are actually pretty good, but the rest is just, actually they're half good and half bad, considering, well, they are pretty good, considering this version 2 is actually pretty amazing, with the coloring, just awesome, 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 awesome. However, they are not accurate. You know why? Considering they all use a CGI model before the film's release. Well, this spine may be a little bit over big, but I mean, it was big, but not too that big. And you know, how can I say, the eye issue is still a problem. Same that I also had the soon gonna release a video where, let's just say, the reason why I like the S.H.MonsterArts more is because At least it's not too solid and breakable, because yeah, when I try to pop it out, which is actually possible, but also comes with risks that will also break. And no more fucking possibility on these TD claws, which actually is kind of, well, nonsense, and also these wings are too heavy, but it's still very beautiful. The stands, well, disappointment, but I love the effects. The stands, at least when it comes to, I think that S.H.MonsterArts actually do get a NECA would make them, so I think that's perhaps maybe their point, to actually just have these guys just basic and have them just a little bit accessories, and figures being a little bit fragile, even more than S.H.MonsterArts. Actually, no. Yeah, I don't know. But the effects, yeah, not that solid. Hold on. Okay, now we come to my Bandai section, which is literally filled with mostly Bandai stuff, minus the, the Robot Force Armored Inspector from Wei Chang, which I was going to release this decade, but couldn't make it because, well, deadlines and technical difficulties. I also got this potion. But yeah, pretty more, yeah. FNAF. I still use this. I still like this poster. Anyway, as you can see, I got literally just 4 Gunplas and a Gundam female character model kit that is literally, well, I wouldn't count her as a complete Gundam, a Gunpla, more like a Gundam girl model kit. Then 2 Evangelions, the Eva Unit 1 and Eva Unit 3. Together with the Giant Jaeger, actually from Pacific Rim Uprising. And not that bad, but also disappointing sequel of Pacific Rim, The Gypsy Adventure, without the LED. This is the regular version, not the DX version. Then we got the Android 21 from the Dragon Ball Super. Perhaps I don't really play the games, but I'm really aware of her, and I actually see some gameplay and cutscenes from her. So I am actually aware. And this, considering her, it's my first Dragon Ball figure. I'm really excited to actually collect more, if I actually get a little bit more money and get an actual job, which will happen in the future. Trust me. Then we get also, this is also one of my first real grade Gundam Gunpla, which is the rail grade RX-0 Unicorn Gundam. And yes, if you want me to review it, I am happy to do it. And of course, we got the Ultraman anime figure. We got the Avengers Endgame Thanos and Iron Man Mark 50. And now we got the S.H.MonsterArts. And perhaps close these ones. Here we go. So, what do we got? As you're seeing right now, oh yeah, right now you see total of 8 S.H.MonsterArts. Yes, I gone to that limit. But I'm still gonna collect more. Even that poster version that I was going to pre-order but failed to pay. Considering I was going to pay, but Christmas stuff, yada yada yada. Yeah, you know. So, the first one, of course, is the 1954, which actually is my first S.H.MonsterArts, and I love it. Love you so much. Yes, others may be disappointed and such, but hey, what do I know? I actually did like you. And I did expect what you are going to be. Then also we got the second one, which is also 2014. Yeah, but somehow I also really despise that figure. But I actually am one of those people that did like it. Yeah, it's not perfect, but hey, at least it's not, well, third party stuff. One of those Bullforms Gladius third party. You know, Bullforms Gladius Dark Emperor. If you get that reference, I'm happy that you do get it. Then we get to the third one, Godzilla 2019. My favorite so far. With the second being this one. Reason, a little bit pricey. And then we got my oh my, King Ghidorah, Shin Godzilla, and the 2-pack of Mothra and Rodan. 8 in total. Am I happy? Hell yeah. And if you actually want me to continue with the reviews, well, actually be still actually be notified. Click on the notification button, and also keep your eye on when I actually do put up a review. It's really important, you know. If you actually want to give me support, at least do it. And don't just, well, if you actually do want to actually support me, either do it then now or later. Well, better later than never, right? Oh well, at least I actually am pretty happy with my collection so far. Of course, I forgot this 8-bit fella, the NES Godzilla from NECA, and this is the reissue version. Then I got some Wii U, Xbox 360, Nintendo Switch. Yes, I have a Switch. It's evidential. And also, Shantae, I really like that game. I really like it. And of course, I also got this Optimus Prime figure. If you're wondering why his hands are like violetish blue, it's because I use Bandai Market and Gundam markers and marked it a little bit here and there on Optimus Prime. Looks good. Looks good. Overall, 29. The year 2019 was literally insane, and I am actually so happy to actually collect so far right now. Yes, there's been some up and downs here lately, caused by issues and delays of films. But hey, at least we are happy what we got. Some that are good, some that are actually bad or trash, and some that we did not expect or actually want, but we actually do. And we still are happy that we actually have it. So, my favorite films in this decade, well, it's kind of a tie between Joker, Avengers Endgame, and the Godzilla King of the Monsters. I really do like those 3 films together. As for this decade's favorite, well, a little bit harsh. I mean, I have so many films, even shows too. Well, not that many, but there's too much to count. And considering I don't have those films, and yes, those Avengers films are back here. I just a little bit organized and such, so it's a little bit a tight schedule, if you may. And yes, my room is kind of clean. Really, really. Oh boy. But as for now, I hope you all have a really, really happy new year to all of you who has been some actually support are actually new here to my channel. If you do want to watch more, then go ahead and actually do it. I am going to be posting here or there if you actually are interested enough to actually want some reviews of and be a little bit curious of my opinions of those figures that I actually collected, my opinions on films, games, thoughts, and also reviews. If you do like it and actually want it, go ahead. I'm just here either to review, either to watch, react, mainly so. But most likely, I tend to actually more focus on games and reviewing figures. Even though the Cobra thing is a thing, but I don't think it's gonna be too much issue. You know. So, I hope you all have a happy new year. And see you all in the beginning of 2020. The beginning of a new decade. And yes, I know I don't wear clothes. Am I gonna put them on now? Let's say no.